Now, available statistics indicate that only 7% of women are working in the mining industry, a trend described by industry players as discouraging. Women in Mining Ghana says although some progress has been made towards addressing the imbalance, there is more to be done. Founder of Women in Mining Ghana, Georgette Barnes, contends mining cannot be said to be sustainable until more women enter the field. The long-held position took center stage at the conference themed Women as Agents of Change in Organizational and Community Sustainability. According to them, eradication of poverty from the society would be realized faster if more women get into mining. There's more in this report.
The Golden Line program is a 5-year social development program being collectively initiated by a consortium of 3 international NGOs. They are Simavi, Solidaridad, and Healthy Entrepreneurs.
The program is to build and empower women in mining communities, specifically small-scale mining.
To begin with, Solidaridad has been focused on gender and responsible mining.
Solidaridad started the gold program in Ghana in 2012, and the main objective of the program was to move miners from their traditional practices, basically to promote responsible practices in small-scale mines in Ghana.
Yah hails from this town called Japa. It is in the Wassa Amenfi East Municipality. 3,252 people lived here. Beneath this land lies scores of gold. Yah works at one of the licensed small-scale mining companies here in Japa, Obeying Mining. She is one of the few women with an official job in this industry where the perception is that only men have the required strength, which also means women are paid less.
There are women coming here. I think the work has helped them. By so doing, they get paid at the end of the day.
One of the main challenges is to do with they getting low incomes within the mine sites because of mainly the kind of tax that they are engaged in.
There's a lot of challenge because we need a lot of strength, like loading of this chamfan machine. We use the shovel to load, and it's very difficult. I mean, it's not conventional for Ghanaian women, to allow them to be throwing shovel like that.
Hope for future generations is working in 4 districts within the Western region, and they are Elembele District, Pristia Wune Valley, Takwa Esoye Municipal, and then Wassa East Amanfi District. Now, within these 4 districts, we also work in 15 communities.
Meye pastries golden like when buy and churchra omode maye e wo business mu no ama menya idea fufuro se me pay business bi dia ka me business no enti e ma me kopɛ obi a oye bead me dem ho kwadwan enti titi me to me ye bead bag ene necklace ne bracelet ene key holders ene slippers ne sandals enti metumi aka se ekuo ne de aboa me pa me ne mabusua de ekuo na aboaye.
We are in an area where we have a very high maternal mortality, and so we take it seriously as one of the health issues which we need to tackle, and women are always the victim to that effect.
Well, let's talk about women in mining and how that can improve our lot. Irene Owusu-Poku is a national program coordinator for the Golden Line project. She joins me here in the studio. Ms. Poku, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
I also have here in the studio Emmanuel Ankama. He's a project coordinator for Presbyterian Relief Services and Development. Mr. Ankama, you're welcome as well.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's focus on the bigger picture for the Golden Line project. Exactly what is it that you're hoping to achieve?
Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. Golden Line program is a 5-year program
that is being initiated by 3 international organizations, Solidaridad, Simavi, and Healthy Entrepreneurs, with 2 local NGOs, that is Presbyterian Relief Service and Development and Hope for Future Generations. We hope to empower women economically to be able, we have 2 major outcomes that we want to achieve. To improve the working conditions of women in mining, and also to increase their ability to engage in economic livelihood opportunities. These are the 2 key things we would like to achieve.
Okay, how is it going so far? Are you making any progress, would you say?
Very good. So far, so good.
Tell us about it.
We are so happy. I would like to just share a common story that we all know on Golden Line. That is very remarkable. You can recount that maybe in your life you have a particular amount that you wish to have. And once you have it, the joy that comes with it.
$1 million.
$1 million. Yes, so to you, $1 million. To somebody else, it's just 1,000 Ghana cedis.
Right.
And it was all joy when we were able to empower a woman miner to be able to achieve that. And that is just a woman in a mining community, specifically small-scale mining community.
Okay, let me come to Presbyterian Relief Services. What exactly is your role? We're talking about empowering women. What exactly has been your role in this project, and how would you say you have made that impact that the project is seeking to achieve?
Yeah, we are working with the Hope for Future Generations in these communities. We are actually doing the work in the rural communities. So we are mobilizing these women in the communities that we selected. And basically we are targeting women in deprived communities, women in artisanal small-scale mining communities. So what we do is that we mobilize these women, we form them into what we call village savings and loans associations.
Okay.
And these women, they control their own resources. They elect their leaders. They also ensure that they come out of their bylaws, and then we give them saving box and then other tools that they'll work with. And then they control their own funds. We call it shares. So they'll go for meetings and then they buy shares, 5 cedis per share for the week. And at the end of the day, they are able to count the amount of shares that they'll be able to gather. And let me say that this has really, really given hope to these women. Because before we went in, some microfinance institutions, some savings and loan individuals went to these communities in the name of collecting money from them, and at the end of the day, they ran away with their
We know the story about savings and loans and what it has become in this country.
But this time, they control their own funds.
Okay, so the women come together and they put their monies together, and then at the end of a certain period, they give it to one person.
They people go in for loans.
Oh, people go in for loans from the women organization.
For the women organization.
Right.
So if I'm a petty trader and I'm part of the group, I just come for loan. I come for loan, and then I embark on economic activity in the communities.
Okay.
And I must say, individually, some have been able to even on their own put up stores to expand their business.
So let's say for a start that it's working. I'm coming back to you, Irene. When you listen to the gentleman in that documentary, he talks about how it's non-traditional to have women involved at certain levels in the mining process. Is that something you're looking to achieve, to change? Because it looks like it's not going to be easy. And they seem to have a valid point when they say that, well, let we the men do the hard work and let the women do the softer work, even though it means the women are paid less.
Okay, let me just make this point. We have 2 main areas in the mining industry. There's a small scale and then the large scale. The large scale is where you can find the heavy equipment and all that. And then the small scale is one with, sometimes they even use manpower, let me say that. And you find women into panning, washing, and popularly known as geshe in the Western region. You would want to say that it's unconventional, for example, in small scale mining for women to join, because they are virtually cracking the stones and doing that, and that is the mini jobs. But again, don't forget that that is equally a tough one. Cracking stones, carrying pans, washing the ore, and all that. It's not an easy task. So at least they created a space for women in there. So what we are trying to achieve, or what we are trying to push for example, is that they should have safe working conditions. And we actually build the capacity of miners, the owners, as well as the miners, to mine responsibly. So if you are mining responsibly and you are a woman in that mine, what will you do? You need to protect yourself. You have to wear your protective gears. And for that reason, you can even mine wherever you find safe mining, responsible mining. And for that reason, another key thing that we also want to achieve, for example, apart from safe working conditions, are there other leadership opportunity in the mines that the woman could actually go for? Or go embark on, for example, driving these heavy equipment and excavators? It is possible.
Have we seen any progress?
Yes, we have. We have. And I can clearly say that we have some mine owners who have admitted and accepted that they're willing to train women who are willing to, jump onto the tracks.
I see.
Yes.
It sounds like an interesting achievement you've made there, but I'm sure there is still a lot more work to be done if you need to break that glass ceiling. And certainly women empowerment is a conversation we can always keep having. Your final words, I'll take that, Mr. Nkoma, as we wrap up this conversation going forward.
Yeah, I must say, if we give opportunity to women, they will also contribute to the social development, economic development of every community, which will impact positively on the nation. So we should always support these women, because they do so many things in the community, they do so many things at home, which are not accounted for. So if you are able to give them the opportunity, and if you measure the impact of the little contributions that we think they make in the community or at home, they will also contribute to the socio-economic development of our community.
Certainly. I'm sure that we can have this conversation another time. Do you have a quick final word you want to say?
Yes, I would want to show appreciation to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Dutch Ministry of Foreign Affairs specifically, and for supporting this program. We are very proud. And also we have to also endorse that we actually work within the Sustainable Development Goals.
Right. Thank you very much for coming. Irene Owusu-Poku, she's the National Program Coordinator for the Golden Line Project, essentially focusing on women in mining and safe mining practices as well. Responsible mining, they call it. Emmanuel Ankama is Project Coordinator with the Presbyterian Relief Services and Development. They are partners in this project. Thank you very much for coming once again. And hopefully our women in mining will be better off.